I've been talking about good content and the effects of good content. Getting links is an absolute art, and it has to do with that term I used before, online charisma. Systematic outreach is the way that I advocate, and I talked about that before. Mostly it's bloggers that are willing to link, but when you reach out to another website, you have to think, what is the likelihood that this website would ever link? Is it a competitor? Then it's a waste of your time. There's no reason that a competitor would link to you. Is it some resource website that was updated last in 2006? They're probably not going to link to you because they don't look at their own site. So you need to, when you approach other websites, first try to create a list of websites that would potentially link to you. That's one of the first things that we train our PR outreach specialists in doing, is looking at a website that seems good to link back to one of our clients and saying, would they link? Are they a site that regularly links out to other websites? And usually a blog is that, but occasionally there's a good industry resource or directory that could work. Another thing is finding category experts and engaging in a dialogue with them. So this is one of the few uses of Twitter I find for business-to-business kind of work. Twitter is talked about a lot, is not necessarily very valuable for bringing in revenue, in my opinion. However, it can be if you simply engage in conversations with people that like to tweet a lot, so tastemakers in your industry. Once you engage in conversations, maybe you say, we're about to publish this really fascinating article, would you cover it? Because I'm sure they have a blog too. So that's one way that we get links. You can also just ask people you know. You can ask other people that are let's say, a complementary member of your industry that may be a vendor or a partner. If someone in your family just has a website, you can say, hey, would you mind placing a link on a resources or links page or something on your website? So we will do anything we can to get a link as long as it's done organically. We're not paying for it or arranging it in some way that Google doesn't like. This is what we do here. I'm going to sort of break down the letter by reading it out loud and then analyzing each section. So this is for the recycling company. Hi, Terry. My name is John Smith. I found your blog recently through a Google search, and I've genuinely enjoyed reading your articles. So again, we're creating a bit of an emotional connection there by saying that we genuinely enjoyed it. We're complimenting, but we're going to have to do a lot more because that, again, is a fairly common thing to say. My favorites were a green masterpiece and aluminum can-can. Okay, so we're getting more specific. We're proving that we read it to some degree. I think you and I share a common goal of making the world a better place. Emotional connection. Myself, I run Recycle Guide, so now we're getting to the part where we're going to be asking. So first we introduce ourselves. I run RecycleGuide.com, a site that is dedicated to making people aware of their local recycling centers. I just put up a new article on clever ways to recycle your old phones that I think fits very well into the ethos of your site. So again, we're trying to make an emotional connection by using the word ethos rather than saying, I think you'd be interested, even though that would be fine. I'm wondering if you'd consider covering it in an upcoming blog post. I did not say linking to it. I'm not looking for a link. I want them to share it, cover it. Again, the wording is very important. Thanks in advance either way. So no pressure. I'm not trying to control you. None of that. Thanks in advance either way. Keep up the great writing. Friendly, salutation out. So, and then bestjohnsmithrecycleguide.com. The only thing that should be at the bottom is a phone number because you just take it more seriously if there's a phone number. You don't have to, but I just find that I'm more likely to respond if it seems like a real person and not someone that works for an SEO company. We don't use anything automated. Everything that you're seeing here is again, just people sitting at their computer thinking and working hard. And to me, that's, I think, what has made First Page Sage successful because we've tried a lot of different things in the very beginning, but it's the fact that there is that real human involvement. It seems to make a really big difference. And everybody works in the United States, and we only hire people that are kind of passionate, excited people. So that tends to work out well.